Hello and welcome back to Deepcar Autobodies, where I am having my Unos Roadster here repaired with some quite significant bodywork repairs that you can learn a bit more about in my first video, why we're here, what we're doing and all the rest. We now reached an important step in the process because my replacement rear quarters are here. They've been shipped from MX5 parts. These are factory original ones, so they're guaranteed to be a proper fit, and the guys down here are just prepping these ahead of using this new gizmo here, a spot welder, to attach them to the car. So although from the outside here it doesn't look like a huge amount has happened since my last visit, there's been quite a lot of tidying up going on. They welded in some new sections here to replace the bodged ones that were on the car before. Same on this side. Been welding in some new panels here as well to replace the rotten ones that were there before. So you can see it's all coming together, and then what will happen next is these wings here will be attached and spot welded to the back of the car. Now you can see here, this is a good tip actually if you own a Mk1, this little lip here, that goes on the inside of the wing here. And if you've ever seen a rusty MX5 in this area, one of the reasons is that people don't clean this wheel arch here. Dirt, mud and everything else builds up on the inside and then it just rusts from the inside out. So very, very simple measure to stop yourself having to end up in this situation. Just clean inside your wheel arches whenever you're giving the car a hose over. Get the jet washing, get a brush, get rid of all that loose dirt and mud that accumulates there. So there we go, that's where we're at. The guys are just going to get the new welding equipment set up and we will set to work. Right, so here we are in the Deepcar workshop. You saw the car in its previous state with the wings off and being prepped. Guys here are just being trained up on their new spot welder, but I thought I'd give you a quick talk around where we're at. As you can see, big improvement. We've got the rear quarters in place, all clamped here. There's ready for the spot welding to go around the side here. It's quite exciting because it actually starts to look like an MX5 again. The panel here, boot lid on, just to check all the alignments and everything, and then it'll be a case of going around, as I say, with the welder, doing all the spots again around the wheel arches here. Like you can see, the advantage of the spot welder is it's a much more efficient way of doing it, and it also creates a sort of factory original look. You should be able to see it here around the inside of the wheel arches here. So it's a faster process for the guys, simpler to do, quicker, and just makes the whole process hopefully a little bit more affordable for everybody involved. So exciting times, and I'm liking seeing the car back in something like its original form, and obviously this is a huge improvement over the awful rear panels that were on before. So we are making progress. Right, so here we are at the next stage of the process. Jack here is now actually welding the panels onto the car. So having clamped them into place, persuaded all the panels to line up with a little manual persuasion, as I say, just to get everything to line up. Jack is now working his way around spot welding the panels to the car. You can see on this side, this is all just in place, ready to be welded. And on this side, we've got the little spot welds that he's done as he's gone around the car there. As you can see, it's a relatively quick process. The gun just kind of squeezes the metal together and then an electrical current welds them together. It looks pretty straightforward, to be honest. It's almost like stapling the car back together, or perhaps even like a pop rivet gun or a glue gun type thing, but it is actually it's what they would have done in the factory back in the day, so it has a more original look. It's also a lot quicker. Before, they'd have had to pre-drill the panels, weld them, grind the weld down, fill it, all that kind of stuff. Now he can just work his way around each quarter as he goes, and the whole thing comes together really quite nicely. Very exciting. It's starting to look like a car again. That's really encouraging. Obviously, once all this is done, the next process will be to crack on with the painting, and then it will all be done. Hope you've enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one.